Hey JB, can you hear me? You're the first one in, at least that I know of. Great. So I figured I'd wait for see if anybody else shows up. Oh, there now your number pops up because I looked over there and it said there was still 0 people here. I'm like, well, he's chatting with me. He's got to be here. I've got 3 boxes from Goodwill next to me. One I know what's in it. One is a small box of just I believe loose bulk, and the third one I'm not 100% sure what's in it. It might even be non-Lego. So I figured that's the stuff I would open up. But I figured I'd wait a little while for other people to get here if they wanted to. I originally tried scheduling it for 12:30 and I was gonna post about it, but then when I hit the go live, it did it automatically. So I was just like, okay. I thought it would take the time that I was saying that I wanted to start at the time I wanted to start, but maybe not. How many orders did you get? Oh yeah, because you're picking orders, you're going to be a little hard pressed to reply. So I won't necessarily worry about not getting replies from you or timely replies even. No, somebody else popped in. Hello. So for whomever just popped in, I've got 3 boxes next to me that I got from Goodwill. One of them I know what's in it, and one of them I'm almost positive is just loose bulk, and the third one I kind of don't know for sure what's in it. Let's see, JBC's got 9 orders. Probably won't be picking the big one right now. Over 900 people. That's a lot. Sadly, not probably 900 of the exact same piece. That'd be easy. Oh, we're up to 4 people. Very good. Welcome, welcome. That's one welcome for each of the 2 people who showed up since the last time I said welcome. Oh, and one of them left. They popped in and were not impressed, which is fine. I get it. Oh, Bill, how's it going? I'm doing all right. 80 lots. Yeah, that's a lot of lots. Now back up to 3. People are yo-yoing in and out, but that's all right. That's going to happen. People are going to see it. They're going to pop in. They're saying, I'm not interested in what I see. So, and this is a newer Lego t-shirt I got. I think I got this one at Brick World. One of the days I actually was alive there. Oh, frozen computer. Well, if you need to duck out of the stream because of that, I understand completely, JB. Not a problem. Thank you, Phil. I do appreciate that. I actually ordered some more shirts last night. I probably shouldn't have, but I did. There was a sale, so. Very good, very good. Well, anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down and I'm going to get the box that I know what it is, and I'll open that up first. So this one, I will show it off. This is what I believe to be just a loose box of bulk from a Goodwill. Well, all right. Brickland, UK. Oh, Patrick, how you doing? I'm never going to remember everybody's different names between different places. I definitely am appreciative of the people who keep the same name or something, at least it's containing the same information. All right, this is the box that I know what it is. I'll put this over here for a moment. And in this box, I am not sure what, well, okay, well, the packing slip just fell out of the side. I guess I know what it is now. Let's take a look. All right, so this is a non-Lego item. So I could open it or I could not, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up this box first. And I did bring a knife with me so I can actually do this. I guess after a while, I would change my name on the servers to my store name in brackets and real name like yours. Oh, that's not a bad idea. or at least even if it's not your real name, it's, you know, whatever you're going to be known as regularly. All right, so here's the packing slip. Oh, I knew what was in it. Yeah, that's a good point there, JB. And I like your picture too. The logo there, it works well. Some of this big square bubble wrap stuff. I save this stuff. I have more packing material. I should probably do a video of all the packing material I have at some point. That'd be amusing. All right, so this is the first item. Now, what it is so this is a trick. If you shop at Goodwill, as long as you don't use the buy it now option, it does no longer work with the buy it now option, which I think is a travesty. Because the buy it now literally is click in, buy it now, and then they ship it to you. But if you win an auction as far as your bidding and you're the highest bidder, you can combine shipments from the same location. So you go into the Goodwill listing that you've won. The first thing you want to do is check the weight, because they will only combine shipments up to 20 pounds total weight. And so if your item you won is like 19 pounds, the likelihood you're going to find something you want that's 1 pound is pretty slim. And then once you so you can go in and see what the weight is, and you don't want the actual weight, you want the shipping weight, which is almost always higher, but sometimes it's just the same. Sometimes they don't give you an actual weight, it's just a shipping weight. So there you go. I'm going to, so like I'll go in and I'll bid on something and I'll win, and like, okay, and I'll look at, okay, it's 3 pounds for shipping. That means I have 17 pounds to play with. So then I go to the main listing for the item I just won, and there's a link for that Goodwill, and I click on that, and then there's a link for all items, and I click on that, and it'll give you a list of all their items that are for sale, and it brings it to you in, at least for the way my computer is set up, at the first one you see, the upper left one, is the one that's ending soonest. So sometimes it's like, 20 seconds away or whatever. And then I will sometimes scroll through that stuff to see, is there something else that I would want that I could, reasonably pay for, that the weight is going to combine to be 20 or under with the item I've already purchased. And you do have to be careful, because sometimes even if the weight isn't 20 pounds, they'll mark it where they can't combine it with shipping with other things. And I get that, like expensive stemware or something. You don't want to, like, oh yeah, the stemware is only 2 pounds. And you're going to buy this bowling ball that's 17 pounds. Yes, you could combine them, but who would ever ship stemware and a bowling ball in the same package? It's just dumb. So that's another effort to save a little money, because now I'm buying 2 items, and what they'll do is you still have to pay handling on each item if they have handling fee, and you still have to pay for the items themselves, but they'll combine the shipping, so it won't be quite as much shipping when you combine them. So I try to do that when I can. And sometimes I'll even look ahead, like, if I win this auction, is there other stuff that I want to get? And so it'll kind of inform my decision as to how much I may want to bid on something. All right, let's see what we got here. When's the next vlog? Also, Doug, is Goodwill similar to eBay? We don't have anything of that sort here in the UK. All right, so yeah, it's Shop Goodwill. You could probably even look at the site from the UK. You probably just wouldn't be able to purchase anything. But it's I know there's at least one Canadian location, because I bought something from them once in Ontario. But it's very similar to eBay, but it's not nearly as refined. They probably, I would not be surprised if their programmer is part-time, because they had their search died, or one of their filters died a couple of weeks ago, and it just stopped working, which allowed you to filter out and only look at the items with your keyword search that were buy it now. And you do your keyword search. Gosh, you're surprised that I would choose Lego, and there'd be like 23,000 listings, and some of those aren't actually Lego, but that's a separate story. There are 23,000 listings, and then you filter out the stuff that's buying now, and then it was still the same 23,000 listings, so it wasn't working at all. So it took them like the better part of a week to get that fixed. And I'm not a programmer, but it seems like if something was working and it stopped working, it's probably something you changed. So you look at what you changed and you fix it. I don't know. It seems like it should have been quicker than that. So I don't think they have a programmer who's like on staff all the time. Hey man, it could be wrong. I mean, I don't do that sort of stuff professionally by any means. So, but it is similar to eBay. You can bid on things. Sometimes you can just buy it now if they have that option. Sometimes there's both. Sometimes they'll say, okay, the minimum bid is $10, but you can just buy it for 22. So if it's worth 22 for you right off the bat, you can do that, or you can say, well, I'll bid 9 and see if I get it. And then somebody could come and outbid you, and you say, well, okay, now it's $10, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to try for 15 and see if I can get it for 15, and maybe you can, and you save $7 off the 22. So there's different things going on there. I find that you really have to be careful of. There's a way to once you log in, preview the shipping. They call it an estimated shipping, but I've never really been surprised by the shipping being exorbitantly more than what they've estimated. So it's pretty much that's what they're going to charge you. But they have a separate handling fee as well. And some of them are getting crazy. Like I've seen handling fees of like $1, $2, $2.50. I don't complain about that too much, but when it gets to like $5 for a handling fee, I'm like, that's just crazy. They can also set things to have, certainly no handling fee, and they can also have shipping be free or like a penny. I've seen penny shipping sometimes. And so that's always nice. And there's actually, you can filter that. You can filter by free or penny shipping. I don't know if you can do, I know you can do free shipping. I'm not sure about penny shipping. But yeah, so there's different things you can do with there. It's not super robust. Like another thing that I search for is D&D items. And so I'll do the D ampersand D as a search term. And then I will then go in and also search for just the word dungeon instead of Dungeons and Dragons, just the one word. And the D and D search is now dead as well. I haven't bothered to message them about it, but it just basically brings me back everything. And I'm like, oh, that's not right. So, and as far as a vlog, I'm doing shorter things. I think I'm going to wait for another vlog until I'm actually doing more different types of things. But for the time being, I'm just going to do shorter type, probably update type videos. But I do want to get back to them. And JB hasn't been recording for about a week or two. He's been crazy busy. And he never got around to editing the videos before that. Well, they're still there. I'm sure they will be editable at some point. Let's see. Done with every Lego vlog I'm subscribed to. Running out of videos to watch tonight. Uh-oh, that's a problem. Yeah, Phil, you're absolutely correct. And it's funny. I've gotten some great deals on Goodwill, and some of them are still in the basement, still sealed in boxes that I haven't gotten around to opening yet. So I have plans for that. But yeah, it's just crazy sometimes what they and the $100 a pound. I mean, I could see that with minifigs, but it's kind of crazy otherwise. So yeah, Patrick, I wanted to ask you too. So you're done with all the stuff. Have you gone back and watched all my stuff to the beginning? Because I don't know. I know at the very beginning when I was posting things, it was really bad. Not that they're tons better now, but I didn't have a lot of people following or anything like that. And so I don't know how much traction older videos are getting. I do have an idea about that too. That maybe I'll do that this week. So anyway, this is the box that I knew what was in it. And you can all laugh at me when you see the first one. Oh, and currently going through big bits. Oh, fig bits. Torsos right now. Getting quicker with the search terms. Yep. And a steady day regarding sales. Doug, I've watched every single video of yours from the very start. Well, that's awesome. Thank you so much. And more than once. Well, and luckily, a lot of them are very short, or a minute or less. But anyway, this is the first item I bought, and you can laugh, but it's a sealed Clickit set. This is set 7521, and at least I'm pretty sure it's sealed. And yeah, it's you can laugh, but there sometimes are the colors for the color charts that are only available in the Clickit sets, or they're more common in the Clickit sets even. And this one actually is interesting because it's got this punch, and it reminded me of the Muji stuff out of Japan, which I have some of actually. So yeah, I decided to pick this up. It wasn't all that much. I'm gonna grab the invoice. We'll see how much I paid for this. Cat, what are you doing? You've climbed into the bubble wrap. All right, so this, whoop, that's the wrong one. Yeah. I paid $12.50 for it. So, you know, $12.50, not all that bad. In my opinion, at least. So we're gonna set that aside as the funny purchase for today. Ugh. And then let's see. Okay, so they've got these things rubber banded together because they were one lot, but I'm going to unrubber band them together and we'll take them out here. So this one is a dimensions pack. And it seems like it's sealed. This is the Chima dimensions pack, which was clearanced at Target for $5.98 at some point. So I got that. But then also in the same lot was this. It's a container, a Ziploc of Dimensions stuff, but also a bunch of NBA stuff. And I was just like, ooh, NBA stuff. I know some of that can be quite expensive. So I paid a good chunk of money for this. And now we're going to more closely look at what we got here. So we've got the discs. You know, this one's a Lord of the Rings disc, I think. I think that's the Lord of the Rings disc. And my camera is, I've got this, it's called an Ozbot. And I forced it to have a downward look to what I'm doing so you can kind of see things better. But it is designed to track me. So when I first started using it for like when we were gaming online, I would get up to go do something and it would follow me. It was kind of funny, but I've learned where I need to put things, hopefully, to get them more visible from where the camera is. I did that before I went live, so I knew what I was doing. And then this is just like, maybe it came from one of the Dimensions things or whatever, just a bunch of pieces. But here, look at, well, and we got a dolphin. That's a cute dolphin. But now, just right here, there's a whole bunch of NBA figs. And they're not just the generic ones. These are the named players. Oh my gosh, look at the chew marks on that torso. Holy cow. Will it focus on the torso? Cat. All right, I need to dissuade the cat from eating the bubble wrap. Pango, leave that bubble wrap alone, goober. There, now it's up high. You can't get to it easily. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I think you can kind of see the bite marks there on the torso. It's horrible. And this is Stockhouse, I think is his name. His head looks okay, though. The legs look mostly okay as well. And that's where the springy part is, but it doesn't have the torso, so yeah. Oh, and one of his hands is completely gone. It's like bitten off. I don't think there's an NBA player with one hand. That would be kind of funny. It'd be impressive, though. Here's another one. That's kind of confusing. He's got a New York jersey, number 20, but on the back, his name is Houston. Is it Houston or New York? I'm sure there's a player whose last name is Houston. It was funny. Nash, maybe, or Wash or something. I don't know. I'm not good with NBA players, and the print is really small. And I do have my glasses on, but even so. Oh, okay. Put my other hand. Okay, I'll try that. Or maybe I would get maybe a piece of paper would work too. It seems like it probably would. Here's Duncan, who played for the Spurs, number 21. Let me try this trick here. It's just that there's so much in focus for the camera that I don't know that it's gonna work easily. Let me see about a piece of paper or maybe a large piece of cardboard work. That actually, around here, a large piece of cardboard is going to be easier. So let me grab a large piece of cardboard and see what I can do. Hey, bud, you leave that kind of plastic alone, too. I didn't know you were going after that. Uber. or a tote lid that I happen to walk by, and I'm like, well, this is quicker. Try it left to right. Yeah, I don't know that it's helping much. I think it might just be the camera. I mean, it's a good camera, but I think it's designed for very specific things, than as opposed to live streaming and then showing up close stuff. Maybe this guy's name is Kid, who played for New Jersey. I don't know. You're still getting into stuff, Pango, huh? Iverson. I've heard that name before. So yeah, I got a whole bunch of these NBA figures in this, and I'm hoping there's some decent ones in here. Weber. There's a guy named Weber. But yeah, there was a whole bunch of them. Here's like this is just another little build piece. Put that there. All these little pieces that are just parts of some sort of a build or whatever, and then boom, NBA figures. Patton, who played for Seattle. Somebody who's number 1, McGrady. I think I've heard that name before. Oh, Bryant. That's probably Kobe Bryant. There you go. All right, another little build piece that it's got that well, not trademark, but that mark of the dimension set. It's got the clear trans blue round 2x2. But there are more NBA guys in here. Oh, and there's also a Wonder Woman with a lasso. All right, this guy played for the Rockets. Francis, I believe, which is probably his last name and not his first name. Gasol. I don't know. Another little build part, perhaps a Ninjago-ish type thing. A little small horse. Another dimensions one, but it's a plain one. Put that there and that there. Another little build part. Yeah, this is like a dimensions Batmobile, it looks like. I also have I have a time limit today. Oh, no problem. Thanks, Andrew. I understand. People got stuff to do, and I kind of decided to do this late last night. I had been waiting to hear back from Evan to make sure that see if he was going to be running a live stream, because I knew Paul was not going to be doing one. He told me yesterday, and so I'm like, well, Paul's not going to do one, and Evan doesn't do one. It means there won't be one. I'm like, maybe I'll do one. And then I spent better part of a half an hour getting things situated here and whatnot. I'd actually tried to get it set to start at 12:30, but then I hit a button that said go live, and I thought that was like officially start your plan for your stream, but no, it actually goes live right then. So I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Here's another one, Kukoc or something. I don't know. Number 7 from the Bucks. I'm sure people can look this stuff up. Here's a Harry Potter figure. He didn't play in the NBA. What's this? Carter, who played in Toronto. So there you go. Another one there. But yeah, I see these NBA figures so infrequently. And when there was a lot that had this dimensions thing, this was more front and center in the pictures. So I think people kind of ignored the auction. Now, I did pay a bit for it, but I didn't pay an exorbitant amount by any means. Here's an Ninjago guy. Another dimensions one. I think this might be from the Lego movie, the Wild Styles dimensions thing, I think, perhaps. Here's just a plain figure. Just like I got a red torso that's printed, white legs, and a simple face. That's a motorcycle-ish looking mini build. Here's a Batman. Kind of probably goes along with the Batman that I thought I saw the car for. Well, that's a pretty cool castle-looking torso. So I'll try this again. Oh, that kind of maybe it works a little bit. I don't know. He's got a castle-looking torso and interesting legs. So that's kind of a neat figure. Another NBA guy here. This guy played for the Celtics. Pierce. This one is just a generic NBA figure, I believe, because he's got just a generic yellow head, but really strange print for his face. Number 10, but no name. But check out that face. Hopefully it'll. Come on, camera, start helping me out here. Of course, it doesn't help. Camera's extra far from me, too. I don't know. Here's another one. Who is this? It's NBA and then some. It's just a number 3. So I guess this is just another generic figure. Like he came in one of the generic sets. Looks like we're getting down to the end. Here's a wild style, so that kind of makes sense for the dimensions base to have the wild style. Here's another Ninjago guy. I'll learn their names eventually. I just haven't gotten to that point. One more NBA guy. Number 32 on the Jazz. His name is Malone, and I think I've heard of his name before. But yeah, so for the NBA figures and the dimensions pack, I paid $113.50, which, you know, it's a chunk of money. However, let's see, how many actual NBA player figures did I get? Not the generic ones. I only got a couple of those. Just the actual players. Two, four, five. We'll do it in fives. 17. So if they're worth $10 a piece, it's $170. So I think, you know, half of that would be 50, 30, 85. So I mean, if I get like $7 a piece for these, I break even, and then I got all, you know, the miscellaneous other pieces, a sealed dimensions Chima pack. I'm sure that'll sell for a ton of money. But yeah, I'm pretty happy about this. It's one of those things where I think if people had realized what else was in the auction, it would have gone for a lot more. And you just kind of have to pay attention to that sort of thing. How many people play on a basketball team? Could I field an entire basketball team's worth of people here? I wonder. All right, so we're going to put these here. And then I'm going to put all the NBA guys, even the 2 generic ones, in this bag to keep them separate. Ugh. Hey, somebody liked the stream. Yay! And it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I don't know if I can. I don't know. I mean, I'd probably go to a different device and do it, but I don't know if I can do it from here. All right. So where did I put? Oh, there it is back there. I'll put this way. All right. So now, so if anybody's here and wants to comment, should I? Oh, geez, 3 likes because I mentioned it. And that's more likes than there are people watching at this instant. Well, no, it's probably the same because I'm watching it in a manner of speaking. But in any case, so for the 2 of you left, would you rather I open the non-Lego item or the smallish box of bulk? I went to Dunkin' Donuts earlier. I don't drink coffee. This is a hot chocolate. Well, we've got 1 vote for bulk. My guess is JB is still picking. I'm going to guess he would prefer bulk. I'll give it a moment or two just in case he has actually something to say. If he wants to see the non-Lego item. I mean, the bonus for the non-Lego item is it would be relatively easy to open, and I would get through it. Either is good. Well, we'll go with bulk then. That's fine. All right. So this box came to us by way of the Goodwill of Southeast Georgia. The good people at Goodwill of Southeast Georgia. All right. Uh-oh. More bubble at the top. Just what I need. Katie doesn't want to get that. No, not at all. All right, here's the packing slip. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, so I'm getting to open this up on a live stream camera. So I had linked this in the Just a Brick in a Bucket Discord channel at one point, and apparently somebody donated their Lego by the name of Gentry, and they named it Gentry's Bulk Lego Lot. It was 8.9 pounds, and I paid $34 plus shipping and handling and tax, so it came to $49. So not a good price per pound, but I wasn't buying it for that. I was buying it for the note. And this is the note. They put it. I was hoping I would get the note as well, because to me this makes the whole thing. It's just a piece of paper, and it's whoever buys these Legos, please take care of them, Gentry. And I'm going to put it right there so you can see that. And I thought this was the coolest thing ever. I hope that Gentry is just deciding to move on from Lego, and not Mom decided that he had to donate his Lego, and so he had to box it up, and he said, I'm going to put a note in there for this stuff. It also makes the comment that whoever buys them. So I think he knew, for whatever reason, it was going to Goodwill. I have a feeling he just didn't realize it was going to go online, and I could be wrong. I will be keeping this note. Yeah, it's just one of those things that I think is really cool. Like I said, I hope it's not a case where he was forced to donate them. I hope it was like I want to buy model rockets, or I want to get something else, or whatever it is. Hopefully he's not allergic to plastic. That would suck. But yeah, that's it. I will. That's a great idea, Phil. I will frame this at some point. I'll put it in the store. And yeah, so that's Gentry's note. And I think, they could have just left the note into the Lego and not named it anything. So when I was scrolling through, I can't remember if the first picture was Gentry's note, because they show the three pictures here. I don't know how. Those are the three pictures right there. Yeah. And so this first one here shows the note, and then there's the bulk Lego, and then this is where they show it on the scale to show you how much it weighs. And I don't remember if it was the note was the primary picture that I saw, but I do recall the name. I'm like, Gentry's bulk. Like, why does it make it his? I know in some cases, some of the smaller platforms like Mercari, you can like reserve something for someone, and they will often put the person's name like reserved for so and so. And I was like, what's up with this? So I went in, and that's when I saw the note, and I thought it was pretty cool. And yeah, I made sure I won this auction. I actually had bid a bit higher than this. I can't remember what my high bid was on that. I think I can probably go back and look for that information, but I just don't remember. So now we get to look through and see what we got from Gentry's Lego. Hopefully it is actually a lot of Lego and not other stuff, because that would disappoint me a little bit. So let's see. How am I going to best? I'm just going to. All right. So already this is a non-Lego item, but it's similar. It's like one of those light things, but it's broken. I should have a little spot to put broken stuff. What's in this? What is that? Something's floating around in a box. It's not a Lego piece. So anyway, we'll put that in there along with this broken piece. We'll start tossing them down there. Yeah, let's see. So little car build, but this is non-Lego. So Gentry, you're already disappointing me. Yeah, I mean it's a 3-wide car. It's kind of an interesting concept. I mean, they've got these cute wheels that are based on one stud between instead of two, and they fit on their frame. But yeah, that's not Lego. All right, so I really should have a separate place to put non-Lego brick things, because I do keep those separate. This is also non-Lego. So is this. Okay, this is really All right, we'd like to have some real Lego, Gentry. Here's a minion. A minion without eyes. Maybe he's supposed to have a visor or something. I don't know. That is also not Lego. There we go. There's a Lego. This plate is Lego. So there is at least some. Some. Hey. All right. So, well, and look, there. Penny returned on my investment already. And that's just, it didn't filter down all the way to the bottom. So I actually have a small Acromills drawer that I put all the money in that I find in bulk lots. What the heck? It's like some sort of a diode with a little bit of circuitry on it. I wonder if it goes to that broken thing that I just tossed in there. It probably does. Oh, that's in the wrong spot. Ah. Oh, yeah, I know. But it may not be Gentry's fault. It could be people who bought stuff for Gentry. This is like some sort of a figure of some sort. I don't know. Goes with the non-Lego stuff. All right. Well, I'm not going to make a. All right. I was about to say I'm not going to go through and pull out every non-Lego piece, and I don't think I'm still going to, but I'm going to look a little bit more, and the stuff that's obvious or jumps out at me, I will pull. Holy crow, is there a lot of this stuff. All right. This is a non-Lego Minecraft pumpkin, I think it looks like. I don't know. So those go over there. And it goes there. It was something else. Oh, here we go. Got a Minecraft creeper. So we'll put that in with the figs. It's a very interesting thing once I realize. I mean, the head comes off and it's got a regular neck, but then that's one molded piece. It's just so weird to me. All right, so we're going to call the rest of this close enough. So we're going to just dump this here. So it all is going to need to be category sorted at some point. So, all right, maybe his mom was tired of him collecting fake Lego and made him get rid of it. Well, yeah, but he got rid of some real Lego too. So my nieces actually are going to have a lot of that. I gave them a whole bag of knockoff figures yesterday. Yeah. But and I don't remember their name, and so I don't want to try to guess at it. There was somebody in fairly well-known Lego-wise who was of the opinion that if it was compatible with Lego, or even if it wasn't, and it was a brick type thing and you wanted to build it, you should be proud of it and display it. Like, if there's a piece that's not made or in a color that's not made and you want to build something, you should be able to just do that. I knew somebody in the previous lug I was in when I was living in Illinois, and they had wanted to do a large scene, and they wanted a certain color of a certain plant that they didn't make. Lego didn't make, and I can't be certain they still don't make it. But this was a number of years ago. It's probably 8 to 10 years ago, and so he bought a third-party piece for it, and it was just like one of those things. He was just like, I want this to be this, and so like I'm gonna buy what makes it happen. So, I get it. I mean, I know when I'm sorting through bulk, and I don't know if anybody else is running into this, but every once in a while I'll find a piece that it intrigues me, or like I've seen a 1x2 plate with studs on both sides, and I'm like, well, that's kind of neat. It's not Lego, but it's kind of neat. Just a little piece of plastic, a little doodad of some sort. Snoopy's doghouse. It looks like it is a one of those bracelets because it's just like you could probably distort it out of shape and put it on your wrist. And then boom, it's Snoopy's doghouse. Isn't that wonderful? This little thing here, not Lego. This plate, not Lego. This is interesting. It's like a little cart. It's like almost like a mini dumpster on wheels. And it is Lego, so that's kind of cool. Oh, there's some non-Lego pieces. These bright purple and bright orange pieces. I bet those oranges fluoresce pretty well under a black light. My cousin's old neighbor has a huge Lego train out, and he bought a bunch of those clone train cars to fill out of Santa Fe. Well, that's cool. I mean, it's one of those things. Like if it doesn't bother you, it shouldn't bother you. I mean, I know a lot of people are purists, and I get it, but you know, I don't think we should poo-poo anyone who decides to use other brand stuff in their builds. And honestly, some of the companies, in my opinion, are doing a good job. I mean, yes, they're using the Lego, I'll call it architecture for want of a better word, but they're doing their own entire thing. Like, I think it's Kobe who does tons of military stuff. And so, especially for those people out there that want to build military stuff, they're probably making colors and pieces that help with that Lego isn't making. And I think that's great. I think that's also one of the reasons why you haven't heard Lego going after them, because it's a market Lego doesn't want to touch, and that's their choice. And yeah, I think they should just go for it. This is going to be a lot of non-Lego. I can tell you that right off the bat. There's just enough of it that it's popping up. All right, so dump this one. So far, no figures from Gentry's stuff, unless you count the Minion. All right, what do we got here? Oh, another one of these wristband things. This one doesn't say anything on the side of it. Base plate that is not Lego. And sandbags. So this is one of those pieces that, like, if you're doing a military, even a Wild West type thing, these sandbags could be kind of cool. And Lego does not make them, and that's fine. That's their choice. I get it. This is a knockoff brand minifig head and torso. His arms are quite floppy, but they do offer a little bit of side-to-side motion, which is kind of interesting. Something Lego doesn't have. You know, I feel like if Lego decided they wanted to, this had to be from a Game of Thrones set, right? I feel if Lego was ever thinking of, improving on the minifigure, I wonder if they would actually not do it, because it's so iconic now in its simplistic form that I have a feeling they might not do that now. Oh, look, a domino. In case I want to add that to my pile of dominoes. More than likely, this is not Lego. A little Tommy gun looking thing. I mean, it's got a spot for a hole and a stud. It says something in there. I'll leave it in there. I don't think it is. Oh, wow. There's an interesting. So, okay. Case in point, another interesting piece. It is a corner piece with a stud on the corner only. So, system, yeah. Well, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for stopping by. There are 5 people out there right now. That's amazing to me. All right, so what else do we got going on here? For those people that maybe haven't seen, I'm just opening up. This particular is some bulk loose that I picked up on Goodwill, but it was Gentry's Lego lot. There was a note in with it that basically said, please take care of these Legos if you buy them. And so I will take care of them, although there's a lot of non-Lego. I wonder if he would be offended if I did not take care of the non-Lego. I don't know. So yeah, there's a good chunk of non-Lego in here too. But hey, that's, maybe somebody at the Goodwill Center whose name is Gentry knew that there was a lot of non-Lego in here and said, let's put my name in there and make it more saleable. I doubt it, but it could happen. See, I was a little worried that it was going to do this expand if I put it on the table, but I think it's just at the point where it's not going to get to be too much trouble. And now we can kind of look in a little bit more. Oh, look! Another knockoff figure. Gentry. Oh, okay. A mini doll. I'll take it. It's not exactly what I would want to see, but I'll take it. All right. A toothpick. Just what I don't need to see. Yeah, I mean, I can see just looking through this, there's a lot of non-Lego. Here's a rubbery mummy. I mean, there's Lego in here, but there is a lot of non-Lego. And actually, there's a lot of non-brick stuff as well. It's just unfortunate. Wow. Well, there's an interesting thing. Here's some tiles with like a little bit of texture for like granite floor or something like that. A tooth, you say, JB? I think I found a tooth before as well. It was a while ago, but I'm pretty sure I did. Well, there's a guitar. Pretty sure it's a real Lego guitar, but maybe not. Grab the phone, use the camera. No, it wouldn't be fun. No, this is not a real Lego guitar. Well, that sucks. Wow, there's just so much in here that's crap. A little squishy plastic tube thing. I don't know. Here's I add this to a collection of just like figures with bases, like army men kind of thing. But this guy's got like, I don't know, Wolverine vibes going on, or hazmat suit vibes or something. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I know some people that will go through bulk, understandably, with gloves on. I completely get it. I'm not one of those people. I just go through it. I mean, I suppose at some point I will learn my lesson, as it were, and hurt myself or whatever. But it's just not something that I do. Like I said, maybe I should, but I just don't. Wow, that is frightening. Yeah, that is just. I don't need to look at that anymore. Yep. I hear you, JB. That's kind of the way I look at it. Is like I can wash my hands. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I suppose if I found like a all right, if I found a needle and hurt myself, that would be a problem. But I don't think all the gunky stuff is going to bother me too much. And this is not Lego, which is too bad because it's a 2x2 white tile round, and it's got printing on it. I don't know if you can read that or not. Jellyfish Jam Band, I believe, is what it said. I thought that was kind of neat. Oh. Huh. A whole bed type mechanism type thing, all non-Lego. Yeah, I'm gonna guess that's all non-Lego. The colors don't look right. No. Yeah, it's kind of depressing how much Lego there is not in here. This is another creepy thing. I definitely am wondering if Gentry was a creepy kid now. I don't even think that's Lego or brick, so it's gonna go over there. All right, that's Lego. All right. trying to find interesting things. We found a Minecraft pickaxe. That'll be good. There's a metal. It almost looks like a Connects, the way the ends look. A metal Connects. That's kind of weird. And that'll end up going in a recycling bin at some point, and we'll recycle it. A wheelbarrow. Let's see. Is my talking volume going down for anyone? Is it harder to hear me now? Let's see. Come on, languages, come out from yeah. Not gonna lie, Gentry kind of letting me down. Yeah, you're not kidding about that. That's for sure. Oh, here's something bigger. It's part of a Lego bus or van or something, and it is Lego. So hey, bonus on that. Oh, one of the larger dump truck pieces. All right, that's good because I'm lowering down my PC volume to 0 because it's getting audio notifications of stuff, and I don't want them. So I'm just like, get rid of it. This is, I think, an older piece. That's kind of cool. Some sort of a minifigure tool. Huh. This is interesting. Hang on a second. I want to verify what I'm seeing before I say anything. All right, so it's a 1x2 Lego brick. It says Lego on the stud, but it's not raised. It's still a flat stud, but when I zoom in on it, it says Lego. That is so weird. Like, is it just worn down? I mean, okay, maybe there's a very, very slight, but it's not like it's normally is. Okay, the bottom one's a little bit better. And the brick itself looks like it's in nice shape as far as the color. It's not super, worn, so it doesn't seem like it would be an age thing to me. But that one stud is like so smooth. Huh. I'm gonna set that to the side just because I think it's neat. Chainsaw holder. Yeah, it could be that too. Oh, okay. Naboo Starfighter. Very cool. But yeah, I mean, in this lot at least, the non-Lego is easy to tell a lot of times just from the color. Oh, look. Okay, we have a Lego minifigure. We have, well, let me make sure. Let me check the hallmarks to make sure he's real. Yeah, seems to be. I mean, the neck is real. All right, here we go. Kind of like a surfer dude or something. Let's see. It is 1:11. I'll probably be up for at least another hour. Today's a busy day for me. I decided to do this, and I had to do it early because between like 3:30 and 5:30, we're doing an event at a museum locally. It's kind of a special event. It's not a big display for us. We are going to put some GBC modules on display, but what mainly we're doing is the museum paid us to build kits of a GBC module, and then they sold the kits to people, and then basically we're going to go in and assist in the people building their kits, and then they get to take them home. So it's kind of going to be a cool thing, and then so like I'm looking forward to that. And like I said, it'll be low key because we're not going to have a lot of display things. I don't know if that's somebody's personal little drawing or what. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, and I get to see some of the guys. Our lug meeting is Monday anyway, so I'll see some of them then anyway. But it's always nice to see them when they're out and about. All right, so there's another vehicle base with what looks like to be some heavy pen marking there on the bed of the piece. I mean, it's bad enough that it's nearly all one piece there, except for the tires that'll pop off. But then, so I'm getting the feeling Gentry may not have been a very old child. That looks like it's a diode. Put that in the non-brick bin. But oh my gosh, here's another like base to a 3-wide car. I mean, it's kind of an interesting concept, but oh, a broken carabiner clip. Just what I always wanted. All right, well. A whip, a 3-pronged whip. I don't know. Yeah, it's like everywhere I turn, pieces are non-Lego. It is really not good. In all honesty, it's probably one of the worst lots I've seen in a long time. Not the kind of excitement you want on a live stream. You know, you want like, oh wow, look at the cool stuff. That's great. Wow. Yeah, not so much on this one. Little brick boom box, but for like a scale that's much larger. I don't even know if that's considered a brick. I'm going to put it with the non-brick stuff because I don't think it really is. I'm starting to dig a little bit, trying to find something redeeming. Here is what appears to be a Lego skeleton with a greenish cast in the middle. So it's had some paint or marker or something on it. I'm like, wonderful. And there's so much of this like olive green, drab green military coloring that it's so easy to pull out. I mean, that's, you know, a bonus to this whole situation. It's just like I'm not having to pay close attention. But I mean, there's even normal colors and bricks and plates and everything that, yeah, this whole lot is going to be very suspect. Another domino, in case I wanted to do that. But yeah, there's a black 2x4 brick, not Lego. And it's like some of these, like yellows, they're just off. It's like, you know, that's not a Lego yellow. Or it's not a color Lego makes, you know? Yeah. Not only because he didn't, but because they're not. So this is one of those cases. It's a different style of antenna. I'm pretty sure it's not Lego. But you know, something like that, if it fit your build better and you wanted to use it, I'd say go for it. But yeah, there's just the amount of non-Lego is actually frightening. I think these wagon wheels can be good pieces in the right colors. That's actually Lego too. So. This is kind of what I was talking about, like the plate with studs on both sides. This one's a 2x2 round, but it's also not Lego. This looks like it might be the other side of that vehicle we saw earlier. It is Lego at least. All right. Yep, that's all not Lego. All right. Well, I think this is the head to Unikitty. One of the Unikitties. I'm pretty sure this is Lego. Yep, it says Lego on the top of the printed piece, and then it's got these two little pieces. Those are kind of neat, 1x1. But then they are like, it's like a double cheese slope. They meet in the middle instead of on one side. That's kind of a neat looking piece. I'm not really familiar with it. Oh, come on. Wait a minute. Maybe the head is, no, the head is not Lego. All right, so we saw this. I saw the head first, thought it was Lego, but he's got like a chin. You can feel his chin sticking out. It's not completely round, so not Lego. Oh well, you know, what are you gonna do? Yeah. And then there's times where there's built things together and you're just like, yeah, if one part is Lego, not Lego, then probably the whole thing is not Lego. Another one of those wristband things that looks like something. Except for this one doesn't tell me what it is. It's a girl or something, I don't know. Yeah, I find the non-Lego yellow is really, really bright. It's a giveaway for it, in my opinion. That's Lego. So is that. And so is that. All right. What the heck? It's broken, but I've never seen anything like that before. I'm assuming that's not Lego. I'm just gonna toss it, but it's like this round part down here is broken apart now. But yeah, I've never seen anything quite like that. Oh my. Oh, another domino. Another crappy non-Lego figure top. He's got a quiver in the back, also not Lego because it's too detailed. Man, oh man, oh man. It's a plastic marble. I don't think it's a GBC ball. It feels too heavy for that. It's completely round. There doesn't seem to be any mold marks. That's kind of an odd thing. But it's also not Lego, so man, oh man, oh man. Oh, and then it looks like some nano block, tiny little 2x4 bricks in a stack in brown. Wowza! Just complete and utter chaos as far as this goes. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I think it's brick part of some sort, but again, not Lego. Yeah, this is weird. It's not Lego. It's got these bristles on the one side. I don't know what's going on with this. Maybe there's a Velcro on the other side somewhere. I don't know, or for the other side somewhere. All right, we're gonna turn the bag. Like a little bit better luck on this side, maybe, or maybe not. It's like a spring-loaded shooter or something. I don't know. A yellow cube of, I guess you could make it into a die or something like that. That'd be kind of amusing. You know, and so much non-Lego, and I haven't even considered the fact of what condition is the Lego in. Is it worth anything, or is it just crap too? Maybe I should frame the picture, but then turn it into a dartboard or something. I don't know. Maybe that's too much. Now this, It seems like I've seen something like this before. Does anybody familiar with this? It's, I don't know. Seems like I've seen something like that before, but I don't know. Here's another one of those guys with the chins. I mean, he's got a cool helmet. Not Lego though, but you know, again, it'd be a case like if you like the helmet, why should you be stopped from using the helmet if you want to? I mean, to a certain extent, it's because I'm more concentrating on pulling the non-Lego and putting it aside, but it feels like there's more non-Lego than Lego that I pulled out. I mean, that may not be true, but it feels that way. Oh, so is it actually Lego then, JB? An energy effect. Interesting. Oh, I think there might be writing on one side. You might. That's kind of cool. All right, we'll hold that off to the side then. It looks like it might be Lego. Um, yeah, that's a trick I use sometimes when I'm trying to determine if something may or may not be Lego, especially if I'm being lazy and don't want to get out a magnifying glass. I'll run my fingernail over it to see if I can feel where it would say Lego. Here's a larger Minecraft figure missing a foot, it seems. It's going to go back here. Oh, another one of these figures. It's got a different kind of like a head wrap kind of thing or a hood on. That's kind of neat. But again, he's not Lego. It's just kind of like I sit here and it's like on the surface, I'm like, oh, that's not Lego. That's not Lego. I'm not going to just pull it. There's a strange mace or something. Spider webbing. Okay, cool. Well, then we'll put it in with that stuff. There's something. And it's kind of depressing too, because I feel like I'm looking specifically more for the non-Lego stuff now. A little miniature clothespin that works. I actually bought a bunch of these at one point. There was a game called Pirates, and you would make you'd buy a pack, and in the pack were these cards, plastic cards, and you would punch out a pirate ship, and then you could assemble it. It was sort of like a little 3D plastic thing, and uh, when you took damage, you had to, mark it, and it wasn't really a good way to do that. So we would use the tiny clothespins to clip to the ship to indicate that it had been damaged. Well, there's an interesting Lego color. It's one of the greens. I wouldn't be surprised if some of the stuff that I dump in the bin that I think is Lego ends up not being Lego. Oh, this is pretty cool. All right, this kind of, I think perhaps he's earning his keep now, Gentry. It's one of the silverfish, the Minecraft silverfish. And if there's one, there could be two because it was only in one set, but two of them came in the set. And I have two of them already from another bulk haul, and they're worth I think 12, 18 bucks a piece, something like that. That's cool right there. I'm happy about that. It doesn't completely make up for the entire purchase, but it's getting there. It's getting there. Okay. Oh, and then another penny. So we'll put that aside with the other coin and add that to my little bin of coins found in bulk lots. But man, there is a lot of non-Lego. It's like a lot. It's a cool looking sword. This might be Lego though. We'll leave that in there for now. What the heck is that? Oh, a really crappy steering wheel. Holy cow. At least it turns. Ooh, 10 Minecraft bees. Are the bees worth anything? Because I actually bought a bunch of the bee farm set. I have those somewhere. I have no idea if there's particular value in that or not. Oh my, more, just tons and tons and tons. Maybe I'll find better stuff by looking way at the bottom here. Kind of close to where I found the silverfish. Another domino. Maybe I'll have a full set. 60 to 70 cents. All right, well, hopefully you'll find some silverfish at some point. Those are definitely worth more. I'm not 100% sure how much, but they are definitely worth more. More non-Lego. Big surprise there. Man, this is so disappointing. I was really hoping this would be like a cool thing. And honestly, I didn't realize this was Gentry's lot when I pulled the box. It's just one that's still here and hadn't gone downstairs yet. This TNT Lego brick has so many chew marks and, like, I don't know, it's just horrible condition on the front side too. It's like somebody exploded with TNT. Oh, another Django. Well, hopefully it's a sign for you because I don't really think there's any chance there's a Django in this crap. Another partial fake minifigure. All right, large plate. That's Lego. Of course, it just basically uncovered more non-Lego underneath it, but hey, whatever. Yeah, that can't be Lego. There's no way. Phew. All right, this might be another Unikitty face, I believe. So we're gonna put that in with that stuff. Oh, look. Found a lobster. We got dinner tonight. We're gonna put the lobster next to the silverfish. The heck? Oh, yeah. These weird shaped base plate things. I mean, I know Lego has done some strange base plate things in the past, but I don't think that kind of shaping is part of it. So it just makes it easier to tell that it's not Lego, you know? Oh, look, another one of these fake guys. Just no head on this one. He's full otherwise. All right, well, there's a sand green surfboard. That's Lego. Wow. All right. I don't really know. I can't comment on this. I'm just going to show it. That's kind of frightening. Another Minecraft pickaxe. So maybe that's one pickaxe per silverfish. That'll be kind of nice. I mean, I'm not really even holding my breath. I mean, there's just so much crap in here that the likelihood that both silverfish ended up in this bulk lot is probably slim. Probably one got lost somewhere. There's a, I think it's a Minecraft skeleton head. That's kind of cool. This is a printed piece. I'm thinking it might be from Minecraft. It is Lego. That's kind of neat. Oh yes, just reach in and pull out the non-Lego. It's such a satisfying task. Some sort of sign. It's supposed to rotate, and it looks like it's S something something F maybe. I don't know. That's kind of interesting. And here's another one of those Minecraft printed pieces. That's kind of cool. All right, that looks like an actual marble. It's clear, and it's got more of a marble sound to it. I actually have a separate spot where I keep marbles too. Little drawer. What do we got here? All right, another guitar. Is this one Lego? No. That's unfortunate. Well, that's different. I don't know what that is. It's like this circular disc. It's slightly, let me see. Yeah, both sides bubble up in the middle. And it's got this artwork. It almost looks like a dragon or something on it. Anybody have any clue what that is? It's different. It's different enough that I'm at least curious. I don't know. Maybe somebody will come back and watch 2 hours of fairly boring live stream at some point and go, oh, that's a this. More nano block. I almost feel like I should be putting the nano block in a separate place from the non-Lego block, but whatever. Huh. It's non-Lego, but it almost looks like it's supposed to be like the Lego baby criminal. Like, we put you in jail, but you're only a baby. I don't know. Half of a painted popsicle stick. That's what I need. Non-Lego. Yeah, we figured that. All right. This is at least somewhat different and interesting. Wait a minute. There we go. I believe that's a Minecraft pig. I don't know if it's complete or not, but we're going to put it there. Oh, you're complete. It finally unfroze. Well, that's good. I mean, there's enough regular pieces in here that hopefully I can get my money back. I mean, how much did I spend on this again? How much was Gentry's lot? So shipped and all, 49 bucks. So, you know, it might be a little difficult to come back from 49, but certainly that silverfish helps a lot. Oh, another fake Lego. Gosh, almost, he's giving me a Star Trek vibe. I don't know why. I really don't think he is Star Trek, so. We're gonna look at this piece under magnifying. Find it. I magnified too much. There we go. So I found that these grill pieces are difficult to tell because they're printed so small on the underside. And so a lot of time, if I find them attached to non-Lego, I just toss them in with a non-Lego without checking. And I checked it this time. I didn't need to because it was also non-Lego. But I guess the concept is, you know, guilt by association. Another one of those clear spheres. I don't know. Did I dump the other one in there? I did. Right. All right, so this might actually be a case where there was some Lego attached to non-Lego. I'm gonna check these too. Probably. No, we'll see. Yeah, see, these two are Lego. So you do have to be careful because sometimes they will build with both, even if it looks like it's suspect. Like, see, here's a bow and arrow, and I think it's just too fancy for the Lego bow and arrow. I'm not gonna dump it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's not Lego, just from looking at it. I mean, it's getting slightly less common to find non-Lego, but I mean, still, it's everywhere. I'm pretty sure Lego never made this kind of a piece. Let me look at this one too. Yeah, I don't see the word Lego in the stud area or the recessed stud area, but I'm assuming nobody's ever seen the larger, like a spider, scorpionish kind of looking thing with the longer front mandibles. I don't think that's Lego. Ugh. Pretty sure this Unikitty hair piece goes on top of her head. I think that's what I remember that as. And I keep finding a ton of these. They're these little Minecraft paper things that somebody's cut off. They've got probably half a dozen to a dozen of them over here. I wonder if there's some reason they did that. I think I heard more change. Like 2 pieces of change hitting against each other. Oh, maybe not, but I did find 1 penny. We're up to 3 cents return, so 48.97 to go. Don't know about that. I think that's crap. Oh, Kylo, I missed you. How you doing? That's actually a Lego. You missed the beginning of the stream, so I will go back and I'm going to recap. So this is a bulk Lego lot that I got online. One of the main reasons I bought it was for this note that was included with it. Basically, whoever buys these Legos, please take care of them. And then it's signed Gentry. And I was intrigued by the note. That's why I bought it. But there's a lot of non-Lego in here. It's pretty bad. Like literally, I'm going in and actually looking for the non-Lego and pulling out, a handful at a time to dump over into this bin that I'm collecting it in. And it's not a tiny amount. It's quite large, actually. I'm now also starting to pull out some of the larger actual Lego, so it's easier to go through things. But yeah. All right, we're gonna turn. Well, what's that? It's actually a Lego piece, some sort of a printed piece. Yeah, I was gonna turn it, and I'm like, well, let me do. Oh, this is the top of that camper, I believe. So that's actually a Lego. We'll put that over here. And then we're gonna turn this again a little bit. I did see something right here. It looks like an Iron Man hand, perhaps. I'm not really sure. Not a brick type thing. And I saw a head here. No, it's another one of those mini people. This one has a shirt and tie on. That's kind of creepy. I don't know about that one. Yeah, it's just a horrible, horrible, horrible lot. I'm actually half tempted to keep all the stuff from this lot segregated, which I'd have a little bit of work to do because I did put in some pieces from the prior lot with the NBA figures into the one bin, like the minifigure and accessories. But I'd be kind of curious to find out if I can actually make back the money that I spent on it. Because it's really looking bleak. It would be pretty easy to weigh the non-Lego as well. Could even weigh the non-brick stuff too, just to find out what percentage of the stuff is potentially good or not. Oh, I might have heard another. There's another penny, so we're up to 4 cents now. That's helpful. Did anybody ever see the film UHF? Because I feel like we need to find a penny like that was in that film. Another Unikitty hair, I believe. And so many of the fake Lego pieces are basically, they're exactly the same as a Lego piece, you know, without the logo. Which certainly makes it even more difficult on pieces where the logo is either difficult to see or in those few cases where it just doesn't exist. Oh, this is just creepy. It's a single head on like a stud connector at the base. It's like head on a stick. Here you go. I don't know why you would do that, but there it is. The dome piece, pretty sure that's Lego because the connecting piece is Lego. Oh man, it just keeps coming out. Non-Lego after non-Lego. There's another skeleton base, but this one's in better shape. I'm pretty sure this is Lego. It's Minecraft-ish printed textures on it. Let's stick that in there. Now this actually could be Lego. I'll have to look at that a little more closely. I'll put it over here so people can see it. It looks like it's like a neck connector for like wings or something. I don't know. I could see it being Lego. I'm not familiar with it, but I haven't also taken a my camera to it with a magnifying. So if anybody knows right offhand, yes it is, or no it's not. Oh, another one of the creepy chin type guys. Another non-Lego guy. I also found another brand of non-Lego just now, so that's just adding complications to the whole thing. Huh. That same kind of odd antenna, but in like a light lavender type color. Well, I would definitely say if other people see Lego lots with somebody's name attached to them like this, I might recommend staying clear because, like I said, I'm not finding as much as I would have liked to have found to make this worthwhile. And it's like not only just that, but it's like just the time and having to go through it. I mean, even if a lot of it was good, it does take some time to go through all of this. I mean, I guess right now it's kind of pulling double duty because I'm doing the live stream, and so I'm kind of doing both things, but that's kind of not the point either. You know, I don't know if this would fit a minifigure hand or not, but there's a an interesting axe, which I don't think is Lego. There's plenty of places to put it on the haft, and they've done things like that before, so I'm kind of guessing it's not Lego. Whereas this is more suspect to me in some ways because I haven't seen much other castle stuff. It's like a big halberd. It is a Lego piece. They make this, but I'm not sure this is. But I'm also not sure if it was, if it would say Lego. I just don't know if that piece says Lego or not. I don't feel anything printed on the sides. Wait a minute. Yeah. I don't feel anything printed. I'm going to leave it in there for now, but I honestly do not think it's actually Lego. Dum, dum, dum. Oh. Oh, look at that. Another penny. We're up to 5 cents back on this. So at least there's that money coming back to me. Yeah, this is another brand. LP, I think, is what it says on the stud. So you kind of have to be careful there because now there is something on the stud, so it might make you think that you got Lego. Oh, wow. That's a very hard, rubbery ghost who's really dirty, too. But definitely something different. I saw briefly there was 5 people. A lot of people being quiet. I mean, I'm not talking a ton, but also not a lot of to say in some ways because it's just such crap. Oh my. Whatever non-Lego stuff they had. There's a lot of yellow. I mean, in all honesty, there's a fair amount of all the colors. It's almost like they have a base set of non-Lego, which exists. Oh man, well, there's an interesting piece. All right, this bears notation. Let me just make sure. Yeah, okay. So, hey David, how's it going? So there's a stud hole on the bottom, so you would put it on a stud, and it goes up 2 studs, but then there's studs on both sides of that. So it's kind of this almost like a flag type thing or something. I don't know. I mean, it's not Lego, but it's an interesting piece. I can appreciate it more when a company that's doing this sort of thing comes up with their own pieces like that. I mean, like there's a little bit of respect that goes on for me that where they come up with something because they want to do something and this helps them do it. It's also, they have a brain. They're not just copying Lego, which would be, easy enough to do. But yeah, David, we're just sorting through. This is Gentry's lot of Lego. If you remember in the Discord, this was the note that was in with the Lego, and it just happened to be the one that I decided to open up. And so, yeah, we've been opening it up. And welcome back. And yeah, I'm 5 cents back in cash. 5 pennies have been found. I found 1 mini doll. No minifigures yet, unless you count non-Lego minifigures. There's been a few of those. And I think probably the best single find is 1 Lego silverfish. I'm kind of be nice to find the other one. I'm not holding my breath, but yeah, it's a lot of non-Lego in this lot. No pun intended. So yeah, I think it's going to be difficult to get my money back on this. It had been suggested earlier in the stream as well that I frame Gentry's note, and I'm not opposed to that, but I'm wondering if it should become a dartboard. Although, in Gentry's defense, it may not be his fault that non-Lego was mixed in. I don't know. But yeah, it's there's a lot of non-Lego. Like I just open up an area and start pulling out pieces that I can just see without having to move pieces that they're not Lego. Like, yep, not Lego, not Lego, not Lego. This was another interesting piece we found one of earlier. It's a 2x2 with the corner cut out, but only 1 stud on the other corner. Well, one of the other corners, I guess. So I guess that would be a kind of piece that would kind of gain some respect for me that some company decided they needed that piece and they made it. Oh, wow, 7 people watching? That's incredible. Does anybody remember that show? Or am I showing my age? I have a feeling I'm showing my age. Oh, another one of these creepy mini people figures. I'm just like, yeah, I don't need to see any more of these. Thank you very much. Oh, we're up to 6 cents. Found another penny. It's actually, I don't usually find more than a couple of coins in one lot. So this is impressive that I'm up to 6 cents. Now, if they could just be quarters or half dollars or something, that would be much better. I'd feel like I had a better shot at making my money back then. It's like nearly everything, every time I shuffle, I'm like, oh, there's a whole bunch. I mean, it's a little bit better now because I've been going at it for a little while, but still, it's not good. That might be Lego. I don't know. I think it says Lego. I'll investigate that more later. David, if you're still here, this question goes directly to you. I asked earlier, nobody seemed to reply. It looks like it's a neck mount piece, like these wings. I haven't taken a magnifier to it or anything to see if it says Lego anywhere. I've never seen anything like this, but I could see it being a Lego piece. Perhaps it even goes on that way. I don't know. So if you had any familiarity with that, let me know. I mean, I realize that you yourself don't even know all the pieces, but you probably have a better shot at it than I do. Now here's another Minecraft head. I don't know what it is. It's a little hard to get the graphic there, but it's kind of creepy looking. I've used that word a lot. Creepy. Yeah, if anything, it might be the Minecraft pieces that saved me on this lot because there's some decent ones. Well, I hope the next stream I do, whenever I do it, is more entertaining and has better stuff than this. Although I will say, for those people who are joining now or whatever, you may have missed, I did buy a separate lot that had a bunch of the NBA named figures in it. So I've got a bunch of those guys. I can look those up later. So I have a feeling that lot I didn't lose money on. This one, I think the jury is still out on that. It's not looking good. I know this is random, but have you found many Lego animals while going through bulk? I have. I mean, it depends on the lot. Like this particular lot, I found a silverfish and a lobster. I don't think, I mean, I found some Minecraft stuff, like the Minecraft pig. I found him. Oh, and then the other lot, I found a dolphin in, the one that had the NBA minifigures as well. Certain ones are more common. I think spiders, the little fish that's like decorative as well, I think is kind of on the common side, at least from what I can recollect. Um, but I mean, do I find horses all the time or something like that? No, I don't. Another Minecraft printed one there. That's kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, but then sometimes you get surprised, and I've seen lots where I find like 3 or 4 horses. So, it would be nice to find them all the time because they generally probably have a little bit better value than your standard run-of-the-mill piece. Did find a brick separator, so in case I need one of those. Dragons. Yeah, I have found some dragons in bulk lots. I've actually found a couple of the larger ones too, not just like the old like 90